What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We are back after a long break. I went on vacation, but we are back with another episode of this series, episode 17, that is of the NFL season predictions for the 2023 season and 2024. Today, we have the Green Bay Packers. We are starting out with the NFC. We have done the entire AFC division, AFC conference. It's time for the NFC, so if you want to check all those out, you may do so, but let's get into the Packers, going to be the first one in the NFC conference. Here we are starting out with the first game of the year, a rivalry game between the Chicago Bears. I think on the road, we obviously know Jordan Love. It's a new era in Green Bay. Is Jordan Love the guy? Week one, I think that Jordan Love is going to struggle against Chicago on the road. And then another tough game, two very tough games, honestly. Well, not tough, but don't underestimate the Bears and the Falcons at home. I think the Falcons are going to be a good team this season, an underrated team. The Bears, they're a division rival. You never know with Chicago there. I mean, they could be very bad, but they could be a good team as well. So the first 2 weeks, I think, are some tough games there, but I do think that they, drop those two on the road. Then we have another game here against New Orleans at home, a Lambeau Field opener. I do think that the Packers get the job done there. But then they had to go right back on Thursday Night Football, a tough Detroit Lions team. I think that the Lions get the job done, and they're going to advance on to 1-0. We look at the Raiders on Monday Night Football for the Packers. A big game here going into the bye week. I think that the Packers get it done to advance out of 2-3 as they head into the bye, an early bye for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love and this team gets a little bit of rest. Moving on to week 7, tough game against the Broncos on the road. I think that they drop it against Denver to fall to 2-4. They have a game against Minnesota, and I think Minnesota, even at home at Lambeau Field, Minnesota goes into the Packers Stadium and pulls off an upset. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings get the job done. We move on to the Rams game at home. I think in Lambeau Field, the Packers can get the win at home. Move on to the Steelers. I'm gonna have to go with the Steelers here. This is a tough game on the road. These are two storied franchises, but I think that the Steelers get the job done. And then they got another tough game, Los Angeles. I know the Packers are at home here, but I think that the Chargers are a good enough team to go into Lambeau Field and pull off a big upset. So the Packers dropping losses left and right now. They find themselves at a bad record of 3-7. Their season's not looking good. But now they got the Lions again. I think that they could tie up with the Lions. I know it's on the road, but I think Jordan Love at this point here, I know it's a very difficult schedule here, but I think he's going to start to get the hang of things. I think that he's going to probably struggle to start out this season with a new team, but I think that he has the talent here. I think he's going to get the hold of things, especially with that great Packers offense, coaching wise. I think he'll be able to fall into the pieces will fall into place for him. But I think that they get the win against the Lions, the Chiefs. Tough game, obviously. Kansas City, the former Super Bowl champions. I think that they lose it. We look at the Giants on the road on Monday Night Football. Another tough game for Jordan Love. I could see him getting the win, but it's just too tough on the road with the Giants coming off the bye on Monday night. I think that they fall that one. So last 4 weeks of the year here, they find themselves at 4-9, not the best, but they have some winnable games here. I think that against the Buccaneers at home, Buccaneers not going to be a great team in my opinion this season. I think the Packers can win it. They got the Panthers on the road, a Bryce Young versus Jordan Love showdown here. I think that the Jordan Love and the Packers, even on the road, get the win. We move on to the Minnesota Vikings. I don't see the Vikings sweeping the Packers this season. I think that the Packers starting to get some momentum going, get a win. And then to finish off the year, again, I don't see the Bears sweeping the Packers either. I'm giving this one to Green Bay. So a little bit too late for the Packers to go on that winning streak. But they do end up with a decent record of 8-9, and really this is just a gap year for Green Bay to see if Jordan Love is the guy. They still have some pieces to fill out on this roster. It's not a perfect roster. I don't like Joe Barry as a defensive coordinator. I think he's wasting defensive talent, and I think we see something similar to last year, just without Aaron Rodgers on the team. So they need to get a little bit better here. Just figure out if Jordan Love's the guy, I think. I think the Packers, they're keeping their expectations in check this season to see. But yeah, so if we look at some of these, they do finish 3-3 in the division, evening out with every team in their division. In their conference, they finished 7-5. So that does mean they end up going 1-4 in the AFC. Not good at all there. Home finished 4-4, and then on the road they finished 4-5. So very split there. I think that's just how it's going to go for the Packers. But anyway, guys, that is the Green Bay Packers predictions. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed the content. Comment down below your thoughts. And anyway, peace out.